So in this video, guys, we're going to do the arrays. Okay, so the arrays are simply the variables. Okay, so remember that variables are simply the memory. Okay, it's just a package that you give a name, and then when you want to use it, you call a name always. So doing variable, you'll start by the type, which is in this case is integer. As you can see, it's int, and then you can just give the variable name. I gave it 1, and then I'm assigning 1 on this variable. So every time when I call this 1, the computer will understand that I'm calling this 1 as a number. Okay, so let me put another variable. In this case is 2. The name of the variable is 2 as words, and then the variable would be 2 as the number. So if I say alert, I'm calling the names of the variable to make sure that I get them. So the first one is 1 plus 2. Remember, you can just use plus, minus, whatever. So I have to make sure that I write them exactly as they are. Okay, so here we have them, small capitals, and then even this alert is wrong. Most of the time the computer will suggest, then you just press enter. So let me compile. After compiling, you can see no error, no nothing. So let me open the chart with the robot. So my robot is array, and then I want to see the variables being added on. You can see now the number is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. So now we want to do the arrays. Okay, the arrays are simply the variables but in one package. Let's say instead of doing 1 2 and 1 2 3, I just want to add the numbers as they are. So I can the same thing, int, which is the type, and then I will give this thing numbers. I will store many variables in these numbers. Okay, this variable name is number. So the best thing to do, you write the name and then put these square brackets, open and close it. Okay, and then you say is equal. What do you want to put in these numbers? You can just open curly brackets, and then inside these curly brackets, that's where you put the numbers. Okay, so the first one I'll put 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So these are my numbers, okay, inside these curly braces. So the computer understand by seeing these square brackets that these are this is array. This is called array. So this is the container storing many numbers. So how do you access those numbers? You come here and just type numbers the same way, and then you open the square brackets. In these square brackets, this is where things get tricky, guys. So here the computer, most of the time in programming, you are going to learn that the computer counts from 0, not from 1. So to get this number, I will have to type 0. This is 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'll give you an example on that. If I can, in this, let's say I want to get this number, I want to use this 1, I'll just come here and say 0. Then the computer will say, okay, this 0 is referring to 1. Remember, this 0 is inside square brackets. So let me compile and see if number 0 mean this number. Okay, compile, no errors, no warnings, that's fine. So now let me drop the robot on the chart. Allow. You can see now on here on the alerts, let's focus here. We are getting the number 1 because computer simply understand that by typing 0 you are referring to 1. Okay, so remember, let me actually do this. Okay, I can't comment inside. So the best thing to do, you will understand that this means 0 1 2 3 4. So what if I want to add this number? I want to add 1 plus 3. So now I want number 3. Now I want to use number 3. Remember, if I want to use number 1, I'll say 0. So if I want to access number 3, I will simply write I'll replace this 0 by, let's count, 0 1 2. So my number 3 will be 2. This will give us the number 3. Okay, let's open the chart and verify. We can see now we're getting 3 when we reference 2. Okay, so don't forget this. So now I want to add 1 plus 2. So I'll just simply say numbers 1 and then put plus and then come again, they say numbers, then inside this I'll put number 1. So this is 0 refers to 1, 1 refers to 2. So our answer will be, you can just guess this one. Let's open. You hear the sound? Number is 3. 1 plus 2 is number 3. Just like that. So the best thing, copy these codes as they are, practice this. This is called array. So this helps us. I will show you how this helps us. This helps us to store. Most of the time we'll be storing the candlesticks. Okay, so we're going to count the candlesticks, and that is exactly how the indicators count the candlestick. Remember, if you are going to insert indicator here, I'll make a separate video about these things. But for now, let's say if you want to add the indicator will ask you things like not periods, things like what do we call this, the shift, and then in that shift you will realize that you put 0. That 0 is referring to this candlestick here. This is 0 1 2 3 4. This is how the computer counts. If we are counting this candlestick, the computer will say this is 0 1 2 3. So this candlestick here at number 4 is called number 3 just because the computer will count this one as 0. This happens when you add the indicators. Okay, this happens every time when you want to add the indicators on the chart. I will make a separate video on this one. Give me a like and subscribe. Sharp. See you in the next video. Remember, these are the arrays, these are the variables. Sharp.